Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of Final Fantasy Legend 2, the 4 Monster Party Challenge run. Last episode, our heroes Bentley, Pippin, Mycroft, and Flapjack explored the sewers underneath Venus' city, and they discovered a whole bunch of magi. When they got back to the surface, something else came to the surface. A volcano. A large earthquake happened, and it pushed up a volcano in the northwest corner of the map. One of the citizens of Venus' city said that that corner, there used to be ruins of the ancient gods there. So our characters are going to go explore that because the last time they explored ruins of ancient gods, they found a bunch of magi. That was back in the First World, where they first ran into the Guardians. So we're going to head there and maybe find some more magi. If we stop here at the village real quick, we can tell Leon that Flora is going to marry Nils. Leon and Flora were basically a couple, but then Leon injured his leg, and Venus was like, "You're no longer beautiful," and she exiled him from the city. So now Flora is being forced to marry this other guy named Nils, and she's not too happy about it. Neither is Leon. Speaking of Leon, it looks like he's following us. And throughout this dungeon, we'll see that Leon will appear every so often behind us. So there's our first little X we can touch to heal ourselves up, but we don't need any healing. We're not going to be in any fights in this dungeon. We don't have a crutch character, so running is easy, and like I said, we won't need to heal ourselves up because, like I said, we're not going to do any fighting. So there Leon appears again. He gets a little bit more brazen, brave, I guess, or it might be a better word. He'll start appearing further into the screen. But why is he following us? Well, I guess we'll find out eventually. At least the enemies in here, we don't have a bunch of enemies weak to fire. More like weak to ice, so I guess it makes sense that things that are weak to the cold are hanging out here where it's warm. These serpents, the triceratops, the reptiles, all pretty much weak to cold. We still don't have a cold spell. But here, a lot of treasure in here, so this is what I did my grinding the first time I ever played the game and needed to get some stats so I can take out Venus, the boss. She's quite tough. Even this monster party that is somewhat prepared for her, it's still going to be a lucky battle. You can go this way, come this way, go to the right just a little bit. It's one less time you have to walk in the fire. Every time you walk in the lava, you lose a hit point. Not so much a big problem like I said with this party because we're not fighting, but in the regular party, you want to be taking advantage of any of your mutants or monsters' healing abilities, and also taking advantage of those healing X's that are scattered throughout. So there's one more coming up, but we're going to skip it because it's out of the way. And once again, the more steps we take, the more random encounters we get into. So I'll just save time by skipping it. I'm actually playing this on an emulator because I played it the first time, and then I have special saves on the actual cartridge that I have. It seems like on the emulator the random encounter numbers are different. You know, so whenever I start a game from a continue, I always have an encounter right away. So different versions have different seeds in them. Apparently when you, depending on the emulator and when you press start on the controller, determines this random numbers seed generated. So speedrunners, they kind of manipulate things and find out the best seeds possible, get the least amount of encounters. Just goes to show the amount of work that goes into speedruns. Like I said, this is not a speed run, but it does use some tech that the speed run does use. Some of the monster transformations, most of the monster transformations I took from the full monster speed run of the game. And here Leon finally appears, and he takes this last magi, a magi of power. That stinks because we like magi of powers. I checked my magi at the beginning of the episode you saw earlier. We want to make sure that whoever you have as the hermit, which in our case is Flapjack, has the power magi. We want to equip Mycroft. We want to make sure that Mycroft has the fire magi. It'd be nice if we could give Mycroft the mana magi to increase his damage he's going to be doing. But we want to give him the fire because fire magi has the added bonus of giving the fire ability, so he's going to be strong against flame. And one of Venus's strongest attacks is the flame spell. It's the same spell that our baby dragon started, the class we started at the beginning of the game. It hits all enemies, so it hit all 4 of our party members. So having 2 characters, because Flapjack as a hermit is strong against flame as well. 2 characters can't be damaged by that spell is a real blessing in this upcoming boss fight. Still, it can be luck-based, so I'm going to make a safety save before it. I'm going to try to increase the odds in our favor, though, by putting our 2 best party members not at the front of the party, but in the rear of the party. Because Venus, like Ashura, is going to be strong against damage spells. So Bentley isn't really going to be able to do much. He's basically going to be a healer using Cure, because Sleep and Thunder won't work on Venus. And then Pippin has the eye, won't be able to do anything either, just casting that gaze, and Venus is strong against the paralysis. So they're just basically up in the front of the party to take hits. Just like Final Fantasy 1, whoever's in the front of the party is more likely to be targeted by the enemy, so. Nils, you are to love Flora as your wife. Flora, you are to love Nils as your husband. Oh, Venus, no questions or objections allowed. Now, kiss for the pledge. Oh. Flora. Leon bursts in with the magi and a knife. He's gonna stop this wedding. You, Venus, I'm gonna defeat you with this magi. Magi, where did you find it? Besides, what are you going to do with just a knife and a magi? Well, Leon's pretty tough. He survived that entire volcano trip. Leon, please don't oppose me. Oh, please, I'll marry Nils. So please forgive him, Flora. You think you can order me around? Order me to let him go? Oh no, I didn't mean. Please, Venus, I beg you. Be quiet and clear my way. No, I really do love Leon. I'm not afraid of anything anymore. I'm going out of the city. No, you may not do that. Well, then how about this? Flora made a scar on her face with Leon's knife. Now that I have this scar, I can't stay here anymore. Please exile me outside of the walls. Oh, Flora, you act against me and my pride and beauty. That is unforgivable. Everyone leaves. That's it. Hey, Venus, it's too much. You okay? You're brave. I'm sorry, but we'll take your magi back. If you don't get the magi back now, he'll get it back after the battle. But we want it now because the more magi we have a specific type, the more bonus is going to bestow upon our characters. So Flapjack's going to want that extra power magi to do a little bit more damage here to Venus. So Flapjack is a hermit crab, and hermit crabs are known for their defensive powers. But in this battle, he's going to basically be our offensive powerhouse. Now that he's missing a lot with the double claws, and that is really, really bad. He erased Bentley, which is an instant defeat spell. And we would like to have Bentley up to, at least cure some characters. Venus has strong physical attack there. The worst thing about that is, just like when Dad had his Blitz Whip, Venus's Blitz Whip, when it hits a character, can cause them to lose their turn. So if Venus goes before one of our characters, they may lose their turn. And unfortunately, she just wiped out everybody. And Flapjack just lost his turn there. So now it's just one-on-one, a crab versus a goddess. Who will win? Well, the goddess is being dumb and keeps trying to charm Flapjack. Flapjack only has hearts for his mom. So, yep, Flapjack finishes Venus off, and we get a ton of magi. The most important being that Aegis magi. Oh, Leon, Flora, well, Nils, will you forgive me? Yeah, all because of Venus, not you. Oh, Leon, thank you. Flora, I'm sorry, it's okay. But your face is, it's okay. This will remind me of today, the day I found out the most valuable thing in my life. You know what? I know a girl who is in love with you, Nils. Wow, who? Man, you are so popular on the girls. Let's talk outside. Thank you. And the three head out. Thanks a lot. You know, I like that. Nice, huh? Yeah, let's go. That is kind of a nice little feeling there. Love is a good feeling. Except when the person you love doesn't love you back. Then it really hurts. Then you just get a dog. Or rats. Because they'll love you unconditionally. So. But, getting back to that Aegis shield that I mentioned earlier. That's a magi you can equip. And basically, if you equip that magi, it'll appear as an item in your options when you're in battle. And by selecting the Aegis, it basically puts up a shield you block. So it blocks physical attacks, but the main thing is it casts a barrier over the party. And when that barrier is cast over the party, it grants the all status, which means that all your characters will get immunity to all damage spells, all like instant death spells, all status effect spells. So it's really, really powerful. The Dragon Race will be held by Mr. Apollo. So this is where Apollo went to after he escaped, after he solved the riddle in his world and he ran away. He must have went to this world here to host the Dragon Race. Now in the Dragon Race you can choose 4 different dragons. So we have a slow one that's free. Can't talk with them though. We have a kind of a fast one over there for 600, an even faster one for 800, and the fastest is 1,000. We're going to get the 600 one. Depending on what dragon you get determines how many random obstacles you have to, well not random, how many obstacles you have to defeat. Basically, we're going to talk about Apollo. He's going to tell us that Magi is the prize for going in the race. Well, basically in the race there's 4 encounters that aren't random, they're scripted. If you take the fastest dragon, you're going to encounter every single one. If you take the second fastest dragon, you're going to encounter 3. If you take the 600 dragon, which we're taking, you're going to encounter 2. And then if you take the slowest dragon, you only encounter the last one. We want the meats of the last encounter and the second to last encounter. So that's why we're going to take the second slowest dragon. That way we get to skip the first and the second encounter. Basically, whoever takes the fastest dragon, we'll see, like basically, we fall behind in the race. And basically somebody else will like defeat the monsters for us. Now the interesting thing is the first encounter is actually runnable from the first forced encounter. But then after that, all the other encounters aren't. So, you kind of run into an encounter around here. Go to the next screen. And basically it's like the encounter, basically like the boss of that screen. You hit the A button, you can't get off your dragon, but it's pointless. You have to be on the dragon to finish the race. I'll just show that off later on when I get to the end. But yeah, we were waylaid by monsters. Another team defeated those monsters and took the matches. So that's like the fastest dragon, I guess, and they lost. Then the second fastest dragon, their team defeated those monsters and went ahead. then they will lose to this monster up here. You're going to see another team up here dismounted from their dragon in the hurt phase. You're waylaid by the monsters. So this is our clue, I guess, to save the game. Because you want to save the game, because like I said, we need the meat of this encounter and the last encounter. So we're just going to basically save the game, fight this encounter over and over until we drop the meat that we need, and make sure the character that we want to eat the meat is alive. In this case, we want Bentley to eat the meat. So Bentley the sprite eats Lamia meat and turns into a gazer. So now we have two gazers, the two eyes that shoot the beams. Now we're going to have to get rid of our last monster there, Pip. Pip is due for a transformation. And Pip will get that transformation at the final encounter coming up. I don't know how it's going to work. Just make a safety save here. And we'll head a little bit further. Make another save, because this guy just pops up out of nowhere. Because we don't have another team ahead of us. And there's only 4 teams. And the last one around. So we fight the Watcher, which is the second strongest eye monster in the game. So yeah, the monsters are really tough. So that's another reason why you may want to just skip some of these encounters. But I don't know how it does, but this eye eats the meat of the eye and becomes a fairy. So we got a fairy again, and we got 2 eyes. Eyes always have that warning ability, so we'll never be, like I said, surprise attacked. We get up our dragon, get to the finish line and say, you gotta be on a dragon, so hop back on our dragon, and we win! Hey! So we got a bunch of magi, but the main prize, like I said, was being to update Pippin and Bentley monsters. So now our monsters are all pretty much almost on equal footing. Pippin is a little stronger as the fairy there. You see, they now she has an ice spell. Finally got an ice spell, and she has a wool spell that hits all enemies. It's good because it's non-elemental, so it actually works even against like monsters that are strong against like damage spells, such as like how Venus would. And Flapjack is going to go back to that defensive role that he's built for, and we're going to give him the Aegis Shield. We're going to switch some of the mana around. We want to have Pip with the mana to max out the damage that he does. We'll have one of the other eyes have the fire to increase their magic damage, and the last eye, which is given I'm given the speed mana magi, so it has a little bit of a speed bonus. It goes a little faster in battle. Not that, of course, we'll be fighting a lot of battles as always, but there's a lot of random encounters in the next world that are unrunnable from, so we actually will be doing a little bit more fighting than normal. There's some mini bosses in the next world, and any random encounter that has one of those mini bosses in it, it basically becomes unrunnable. So, what is the new world we're going to be going into? Well, find out in our next episode. We're going to save here, and I'm going to keep you on a cliffhanger. Take care, have a good one. Thanks for following along. Bye.